Going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. So you know what time it is. It's Market Watch Wednesday. It looks like things are going down right off a rip, but we're gonna check this out. Boxes 85 for set 2. Set 1's still ridiculous. Pre-sale 100, not too crazy. Darth Vader down to 47, 46. You can get light plates for 49. There's one at 47, the rest are around 50. It's kind of crazy though. I think Vader is definitely worth at least 47. If you don't have them, now's not a horrible time to grab them. Luke's 41, realistically there. That's not too bad. Vigilance still pretty high up. Poe Dameron still on the decline, it appears. Sabine still plays it, I guess. I don't know. That's a weird one. Everything kind of seems to be going downward as of right now, which is surprising, I guess. I don't know what. I don't know if people are trying to offload this, thinking it'll see no play next set or what. But like a lot of these cards will still be meta relevant, I think. So to see them on the decline is a little bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. Falcon always concerns me just because I think this card's cracked. Yeah, 21 still, it's not too bad, I guess. It's not great, right? I think that's at least a 30 bomb, but what do I know? I think Snokes are worth picking up. I've been saying this one for weeks with tokens rolling out next set. This card will definitely be played in blue villainy, right? So definitely worth grabbing if you don't have them. Everything else though, it's kind of meh. We're kind of just slowly on the decline. We have K2's at $7. That is kind of where it's been sitting. Same with Red 3 recently. Malls at 5. Not too surprising there. Home 1. I think maybe this starts to pick up steam again. Just because of the green coordinate stuff coming out. It's not fantastic, right? But it does technically give you 2 bodies towards your coordinate if you need a late game option. Home 1 is one of those things. What else do we have here? Kylo's at 5 to 7-ish. It's not too surprising. I still think that card's bad. It's not a bad ECL target, I guess, but other than that, it's kind of meh. Hotshot DL, definitely worth grabbing if you don't already have them. Well, they're $3. It's super meta relevant, so I'm surprised it's that low. DJ, on the other hand, being this slowed down is kind of surprising to me. I think Han Yellow is really solid right now. I guess you go from none sold for a while to, yeah, just not a lot of them selling. I guess people are trying to get rid of them. Not too sure why. I think that deck is super fine right now. If anything, I'd be holding them or using them for the deck, you know. Maybe people don't like playing it. Who knows? Wrecker. Surprised this one's down this low also. I think Wrecker is the best part of Sabine right now. So the fact that it's only this much is kind of bizarre. I feel like Wrecker should be a higher price card. I would grab them if you don't have them for that cheap. It's even not in Sabine, like Wrecker's still good, right? Like it's destroy a card basically for a resource. It's not the best, but in like a pinch, it's also got Overwhelm, 7/6. I mean, it's solid, right? I've been talking about it for a while with Coordinate. I think U-Wings are a good pickup also. $4 for U-Wing isn't too absurd. They were 10 originally, like when the game launched, so I think grabbing them for $4 isn't going to hurt if you don't have them and want to play those colors. Tech is okay. I think this is the best rare from the set. Most flexible. Gives everything smuggle, and since they're not printing any more smuggle in the next set, I think tech could also be huge there. I'm going to say the same thing. If you don't have them, I would grab them if they're going to be that cheap, you know. It just seems too good. Same with Triple Dark Raid. I haven't actually considered the options for this yet, but there's usually going to be some big ships that come out that can make some use of Triple Dark Raid. It's not just for Grand Moff Turbo. Moving on here. What do we got? Anything of note? Nothing too crazy. Bazine's fine, right? Evacuate. I'm still high on this for next set. I think what is this? A soda from the store? Like $2.20 for this? It's not bad. You can bounce all the tokens back to hand. You can say they exploited 4 to do something or exploited 3 to do something. You could bounce back their unit and then they wasted those resources. Like, Evacuate's going to be really strong. It also turns off Coordinate for certain decks, you know, like I feel like Evacuate in like a control-y or even mid-range, possibly yellow deck will be definitely relevant. Worth picking up if you haven't already. Moving on though, we'll go to page 5 here. Nothing too crazy. Cheap legendaries. Never really feel bad about spending $1 or $2 on a legendary because it could be the next best thing and go to the moon, you know. So if you have, you know, extra funds and don't need anything, right? There's always that option. Bombing Run could also pick up steam again, mostly because of tokens. Again, I say it'll be ground focused, right? But it has the option to do both. But maybe not with some of the new stuff coming out that just does damage to ground units specifically, which might be a better answer to tokens. So this might honestly be a hold off, but who knows for sure. Gideon, honestly though, is kind of sleeper. Just I'm going to keep going back to tokens for next set because that's like the biggest sell point of the set, right? Gideon can just run over tokens. When they sack their units to exploit, Gideon basically says, I will gain that as experience for your sacrifice. Like, I think Gideon could go really crazy next set. Kind of just shuts down what token decks are going to want to do. So Gideon is definitely a solid pickup in my mind. Bunch of low cost rares here. $1.50 for Endless Legions. Same with Final Showdown. RIP to Black One. I still love this card. Hopefully it gets better, but probably won't, sadly. I'll just hold on to that one. But what can you do? I think Akbar's got potential also for the token decks. I know they got Synchronized Strike coming out, but realistically paying one more for a body with Restore to do the same thing is probably worth it, in my opinion. So I think that would be a decent pickup. Sabine answers a lot of the battle droids, so that's okay. I'm just kind of future planning for next set at this point. Unless you need certain things for PQs or a big event or showdown or whatever. Basically, most of my buy slash sell, I guess. I'm not really on the selling train right now because everything's pretty low. Most of my buy opinion right now is prepping for the next set and what I think will possibly rise in value from what we currently have. So yeah, there is that. What else do we got though? Nothing too crazy on this page, to be honest. Gonna move on. Nothing's really drawn my eye. We're kind of just in the hyperspace section, I guess. This card technically, Incinerator Trooper. This technically answers tokens freely, I guess, you know? It's not magical by any means, but it's an option. I feel like it's mostly like a Grand Moff option, but just because you can technically pump it if you want to, but you could just use it into tokens. Who knows? Maybe it techs into what's it's called, sideboards, just to have an ease of access for tokens. Probably not, but who knows? I like to be optimistic, you know. There's the hyperspace one for cheaper because it's from the weekly play. What else do we got here though? Nothing too crazy. Get your PQ Evazons. These will be 30 cents instead of 50. That's bizarre. Hyperspace Final Showdown is $3. That's not bad. This is generally the last page here. I think Kira might start to pick up. I know it's already played in Han Yellow. I feel like this card's good. I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? And then you could definitely shut off some stuff from the opponent, especially into the exploit area. Like, you can generally tell when someone's setting up a board for exploit in my testing, right? If they have a lot of tokens, and if you just call their exploit card, it's going to cost a lot more. Sure, you could just exploit one extra if you have the availability to, but it might not be worth it. Oh yeah, that's kind of pretty much it, I think, for this one. Generally a shorter one. We're kind of in the lull phase here. I don't think pricing will go up at all until set 3. However, if PQs happen and something out of the ordinary pops up or something makes a comeback, then I think you might see those prices go up. But realistically, we're kind of in the lull period, you know, a month before a new set. This set's been out for a while. We've had time to kind of establish where everything's at. But I will continue to keep an update of the market as always. And let me know what you guys think, what you're buying, what you're selling. Just whatever you really want to. I'd appreciate it. Drop a like on the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace.